Arsenal haven't won at Liverpool in over a decade but need a positive result at Anfield next weekend. Granit Xhaka believes Arsenal can go to Anfield and get the win they need to keep the title out of Manchester City's hands. Because for all the euphoria at the club right now, that could be the stark consequence of failing to beat Liverpool. It's still much closer than many people think. At first glance, the maths at the top of the table look beguilingly straightforward. Even when Manchester City performed their own demolition of Liverpool on Saturday at lunchtime, it merely reduced the gap to 5 points. Those certainly looked comfortable enough by 5 o'clock, when Arsenal had mirrored the 4-1 advantage to restore the 8-point cushion. Hearing that statement win from the Etihad just before kick-off was supposed to be the sort of pressure test to make Arsenal's unexpected climb to the top implode, and 8 seconds into their match Leeds were already through on goal. Bukayo Saka was given a long-deserved rest after 52 consecutive Premier League matches and a busy international week, and Arsenal were worse for it. Thankfully Gabriel Jesus earned and converted a penalty against the run of play just before half-time. By the time he had added a second after the break, Ben White's name had already appeared as a much more surprising entry on the scoresheet, and Jesus was back in proverbial cotton wool by the time Xhaka wrapped up the scoring with a strong header from Martin Odegaard's sublime cross. So what happened to that so-called pressure from Manchester? If I am honest, we are looking at ourselves, Xhaka said. We have everything in our hands, 9 games to go now. Let's say 5 points over City, or 8 now we have played 1 game more. It is most important what happens in the team, not what anybody else does. It was not always easy or open. Teams are playing against us now very deep, waiting for our mistakes and counter-attacking. We know that when we score the first goal that maybe they have to open the game a bit more, and in the second half they did that. The first half we had to fight more. This, though, is where all that mathematics starts to creep in. City will keep that game in hand up their sleeve for another month, disguising the fact that the gap could really be as little as 5 points.